options are too hard for most
Exactly.
people in DeFi. What's the most popular thing that Lyra, which is another really popular, great options provider, did? What is the most popular thing they did? They put a pool out there where you could deposit stables into it and you're going to earn a percentage. But you also happen to take the
Yeah.
other side of all the options trades. It's an LP, right? People want the easy, right? And
Yeah. They want to plug and play.
they want plug and play. And I think that you have to be really careful when you're doing that kind of stuff because who is the person that you're after? Who is the person that you're targeting? Are they allowed to be in whatever it is that you're building?
Right.
So, yeah, it's a tough one. And from Shreddy's standpoint too, I mean, Shreddy, who's our head of marketing, and I've known him for a long time. He's had to navigate this with us, and I think that when you look at marketing, and maybe Shreddy can speak on this, but like when you look at marketing across there's so many statements that could be taken as this is an endorsement, or this is an estimation that is not saying it's an estimation and therefore is an expectation of outcomes. Like there's so much of that we have to weed through. Like all of our documents, everything that we do, we're very precise and careful. And unfortunately, Shreddy's had to deal with us a lot of the times, but I think has come out of it probably like the most esteemed guy for any type of marketing that has any sensitivity
There
to it.
there are words I won't even type
Oh, we
anymore.
have
I wouldn't even think of typing them anymore because it's just out of my vocabulary.
we have words that are auto
Um,
banned or auto
Yeah.
modded in our server. We don't want you saying certain words in our
Right.
server because no, really, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I have a Series 7 and 63, so I had to go through the process of learning how to, communicate investment products in a legal way, even
Not
without
May.
getting in
Not
trouble.
May.
Yeah, exactly. I really like even now get scared with like our research too. Like I don't want our research to be seen as like investment advice in any way. So I make sure like we're not giving any advice. We're not recommending coins. Like I mean, if we are seeing a coin, then it's like this is what we're doing. This is not what we're recommending. It's yeah, it's crazy, and I could only imagine with your website just alone all the work you have to do there.
yeah, it just takes constant communication between myself, the strategists, and the devs building the front end. And I mean, what Nacho's saying about part of our moat being the team, like, I mean, everybody probably thinks this way about their team, but it's really super tight knit. I've had, you know, communication problems in other DAOs before, but Jones runs like a well-oiled machine. We're all, pushing for the same goal. Um, but yeah, I mean, we are the regulation stuff has gone so deep for us that it goes down to, each description of each strategy has to be, well picked over, and every tweet I'm watching exactly how I'm phrasing, you know, uh, my verbiage in relation to yield and things like that. So there's a lot of little intricacies in
Yeah.
there that we take care of, but that add up over
Yeah.
time
I mean, look,
to make a super sound project.
Shreddy can attest to this, but like there was a protocol. I mean, there still is a protocol, but this they're still around. But I truly believe that they were intentionally misleading people on their front end. Okay, and we privately called them out on it, and I think that it's important that you understand that in an unregulated space, people can play by whatever rules they want. So if we're going to be honest about what we do, and we're not going to lie, and we're not going to, BS people, and we're going to tell them this is exactly what you're getting. Here's our docs. We're completely transparent about everything we do. And then you have people that are just going to lie to their own users. And I mean, luckily, their own community made enough of a stink about it, apparently, that they ended up having to do something about it. But for the OGs on the call, they know exactly who I'm talking about. But the point is that it's something where at the end of the day, people needed to hear that. They needed to hear that, there was an issue. And finally, that team did the right thing. But that's our competition. Like our competition are people who are comfortable lying to people. And that's a little scary. And so that's why I always tell people,
Yeah.
don't believe what you read do the numbers yourself, do the math, and if you can't figure it out, if you don't understand it, it might not be for you. You have to understand what you're getting yourself into. Um, that's not investment advice. That's just life advice.
Yeah,
that's
for
that's
sure. I mean,
relationship
yeah,
advice.
that definitely applies to the whole world right now. Like, I think people are becoming more woke about everything, and just the fact that we've accepted a lot of norms without even looking into it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. You'll have to invite me on for your political podcast as well.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm starting a podcast around this, actually, a TikTok channel about this
Uh-oh.
stuff. So
Uh-oh. Is it going to be
I will keep you up to date with
your
it.
first set of guests are going to be Tucker and Don Lemon, and they're going to make the show. I tweeted about this when it happened. I said
Yes,
it's the
yes, they will definitely make the
collaboration
show.
no one knew they wanted, but everyone now agrees that we need.
Bring the villains
Could
in.
you imagine?
But I
God,
mean,
it'd be so good.
also, like, look at the name of this, the Illuminati. Like, the name did come from somewhere. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's gonna come out soon. Just stay tuned.
Stay tuned.